What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be fixing something real quick on my Husqvarna weed trimmer. Now I'm sure a lot of you have experienced this same issue where over prolonged use you start to wear out that little blue button on the bottom that releases your string, and basically your string just keeps falling out. But instead of replacing your trimmer, if everything else is good, you could just real quickly replace just the head for a very low cost. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about here. So as you can see here, the whole entire button here that pretty much you press on the ground, it's kind of like a bump stop. When you hit that, it releases your string. That's just been worn out. So again, the rest of the weed trimmer is in pretty good shape. Now again, this is actually the Husqvarna 224L 4-stroke weed trimmer. This has actually been a great weed trimmer. I've had it for years. It's been strong, it's been durable. It's actually gave me no problems. I've only had to, I believe, replace the spark plug one time. Everything else has gone pretty good. The only thing that I have to do now is replace the head. But again, being that everything else is still good, I'm not gonna worry about replacing this whole weed trimmer because this was not a cheap weed trimmer to begin with. I just have to replace the head, and that's what I got here. It just came in the mail. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get that opened up and get this taken care of. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this cut open. Now again, this is a Husqvarna OEM part here. Okay, here, I don't know if you can see any of this stuff right here. If any of that matters, the part number. Okay. Now again, this was very inexpensive and it's meant for my actual weed trimmer. And everything else seems to be pretty good. It actually looks like it already has string in it. Let's just double check. If we look down in there, yeah, it already has weed trimmer string already wound up in there. So really all I have to do is take the old one off and screw this one on. So let's go ahead and start taking the old one off, and then we'll put the new one on and we should be good to go. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and take the top head off. You're just gonna press the two buttons in, pop that off. Okay, should be able to just get some of this junk out of there real quick. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is right down there, there's going to be a little hole right there. All you got to do is shove something small down in there, like a bolt or something like that. You're going to stick that down in there because right now this is going to continue to rotate. So once you stick this, any kind of little bolt or a pick down in there, you put you back down over here. Stick that bolt in there and just wiggle a little bit until you get that bolt to drop down in there. And then once it gets in there, it'll find a place to lock. Just like that. Now we can go ahead and start twisting this off. Okay. So we're good to go there. Take that old one off. This is probably the good one here. So what I like to do is just kind of inspect down here to make sure there's nothing majorly wrong going on, which everything looks pretty good, just needs kind of wiped off a little bit. The parts right here looks pretty good. Just wipe those off real quick. And we'll get them back on and we'll put the new head back on. So let me do that real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this on there. Okay. And we're gonna stick our bottom plate back on. Like that. Take our new head. Wind it on. Now I believe when you're putting it on, it's probably counterclockwise compared to what you would think it would be. But once you get it on there, now you can always throw a little blue Loctite on there if you want. But once you get that done, stick your bolt back into that little hole in the back till it grabs. And just go ahead, put it on nice and tight. I like to make sure they're hand tight, but again, there we go. Okay, pull our little excess out. We're good to go. So again, right there was a very cheap and easy fix. The other one is pretty much toast right now, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll toss that in the garbage. Got a brand new one on here. My weed trimmer is now back and ready to be used, and it only cost me a very small amount of money to fix this. But again, anybody could do this from home. It's very simple, quick and easy. Again, as you can see here, I barely used any tools. I mean, technically, I only used this to stick down in that part. You could put a nail. Anything you can fit down in that hole to lock that head is all you need to do. Other than that, everything's good to go. If you're interested in one of these for your weed trimmer, now if you happen to have a Husqvarna 224L, this will fit that part, but I believe this part here will fit many other models of the Husqvarna weed trimmer. But again, I'll put the link in the description of where I got this new head, and they'll show you a whole list of models that this works for. But again, all fixed, ready to rock and roll. Very simple and easy, very inexpensive. Okay, everybody, so there you go. As I just showed you, this was going to be very quick and easy. But again, if you happen to have a Husqvarna weed trimmer where your head has been rotted out and it's just not working anymore, it's not holding the string, go ahead and just replace the head. You don't have to replace the whole weed trimmer. As you can see, as I just showed you, it's a very simple, quick and easy fix to your weed trimmer that doesn't really even take any tools. It only takes a couple minutes to fix and you'll be back in the yard weed trimming in no time. There you go. I hope this video helps some of you out. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And also do me a favor, subscribe to the channel because it definitely helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. So that's it for today's quick video. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you. And as always, see you in the next video.